Evening, Coach. How are you?
Be better. Just be better.
Coach, is that more of the type of game you want to play, the fast pace, the stretching the field as long as you can, kind of high scoring game?
Offensively, I thought for 3 quarters we played pretty well. We were able to move the ball, put some points up. So that's the first game where I think offensively we got in a good rhythm and we were able to put a lot of points up. Struggled a little bit there in the 4th quarter, but that is arena football. You're going to have those shootouts, and when you have a shootout, you're going to have to get a couple big stops, and they got the big stops in the end. We didn't. So not necessarily like a shootout. I'd like our defense to hold them to fewer points there, but you're going to have those games, and you just got to keep going, and you got to keep scoring. You got to come through.
Now, there was a couple instances where some of the receivers were wide open. Is that just a scheme thing? Was that someone not playing man coverage?
It's probably a little bit of both. I didn't talk to the defensive coaches too much yet, but when the guys are that open, usually it's a combination of either blew a coverage or a guy got beat. So I think a couple times we blew some coverages there and let guys too wide open.
Interceptions at last week's game, and then today, and fumbles and all. Anything?
Yeah, it's tough. I thought Arvell did a real good job the whole game. I thought he was playing a very good game. And it's tough. He was trying to make a play there. The one in the end zone, I think the kid made a pretty good interception on. And then late in the game, we were trying to go downfield there, and I think he was a little late on the throw. But overall, again, up until then, I thought he was playing a very good game. But we have to finish. The arena football, you got to finish in the 4th quarter.
Do you think he has too much adrenaline running near the end of games or something?
You know what? I don't know, because that's the first game I've had with him. So, I think he is an upbeat person. He likes to get everybody going. So, I think he just, hey, their guy made a couple good plays. I think the ball slipped out of his hand. It was unfortunate the one time. So, overall, I think that's kind of Arvell, his personality. So I don't want to change his personality too much. I want to keep him, and the guys are excited to play behind him. So I want to keep him going.
Would you say that's a game where it's a classic example of turnovers will kill you?
Yeah, turnovers, turnovers can kill you all the time. So, we were doing a good job there. You always want to win the turnover battle. And usually when you lose the turnover battle, you don't win the game. So, and if you are going to turn over, then you got to get turnovers, and we didn't get any turnovers to even it out. So, again, we just have to be, for his first game, I thought he did pretty well, but we have to do better at the end of the game.
Coach, can you talk about the play of Arvell Nelson? Obviously, 3 quarterbacks throughout the season already. How tough